Hey, what's up? It's me, Austin. You know this probably if you watched my videos before. You also probably know that I do a lot of 30-second drawings for Pokemon, in which I draw Pokemon in 30 seconds. However, I've been getting a lot of comments since I started that, saying things like, can you imagine if you gave this guy 10 minutes? And different things like that. So, I decided I'm going to draw 3 different Pokemon in 10 minutes. 10 minutes per Pokemon, to be clear. It's going to be not super impressive. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now. But to satisfy your curiosity, let's see how good I do. So I've got a random Pokemon generator pulled up here. I'm just going to go through them. I'm not doing every single Kanto Pokemon in order or anything like I do with my 30-second drawings. That would be way too much, unless like this series becomes super popular or something, then by all means, sure, yeah, why not? I don't care. But yeah, let's just go ahead and see what our first Pokemon that I'm going to draw in 10 minutes is. Litwick. Okay, well, this is going to start off pretty easy, I guess. Litwick seems very simple, but hey, let's see what I can do in 10 minutes.
Okay, so we're starting off with Litwick, it seems. Alright, this guy's going to be super simple, so, I mean, if this was a 30-second drawing, I would have this one in the bag. But yeah, since he's such a simple Pokemon, I wanted to add some shading. I love cross-hatching shading. I think it adds a lot to the picture, so I went ahead and just added that on. You know, a little bit of a shadow there, just kind of to give the drawing a little bit more going on. I wanted to add like a background to it and everything, because, again, Litwick is super simple. Before I got too in detail with the background, I decided I might as well go ahead and color this little fella in, because like it would suck if I ran out of time and this guy was just still an outline, and I would have had plenty of time to color him in if I wanted to. So, you know, add a blue and a little bit of a purple hue to the flame on his head, get his little yellow eye in there. And then just like a light blue for the shading along with the cross-hatching, just to give them a little bit more dimension, I guess. I'm just kind of making things up to make it sound a little bit more artistic. Anyway, going back to the background here, I should have made it like in a cemetery or something. I didn't add any gravestones, but in my head, this is like right outside of a graveyard. I don't know why I didn't add any gravestones. I was making all of this up as I went along, okay? So give me a break here. I added like a little muddy green color as the ground, and, you know, little splotches of grass here and there. I wanted to make it look like it was dark at nighttime, so after I colored in the bush and the tree, I went to go color in the sky. My plan was to make it go from pink to purple to blue to black, to kind of like make the sky have like a lot of different colors in there, like maybe the sun was just beginning to set or something, just make it a little bit more interesting to look at. However, I ran out of time before I could do that, so we just ended up with a pink and purple sky, and then the rest of it's just blank white. But you know, when you're dealing with time limits, this is what you got. My phone decided to jump off the little tripod I had setting up there for it, but I got the drawing done. This is what it looks like. What do you think? At least Litwick is complete, even if the background isn't.
All right, yeah, Litwick in 10 minutes. Pretty simple. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I wish I would have got to finish the background, but you know, I'll take it. All right, let's go ahead and see what the next Pokemon I'm going to be drawing is. Ooh. Carracosta? I'm honestly not sure how to pronounce it, I'll be honest with you.
Carracosta.
But, yeah, alright, yeah, this is going to be cool, a nice step up from the basic Litwick we just drew. Alright. Let's see how it goes. Drawing Carracosta in 10 minutes.
Alright, next we have Carracosta. Now, I wasn't sure how to pronounce this name. You'll have to forgive me for that, because though I am very familiar with this Pokemon through the Black and White and Black and White 2 games, I have never really heard the name pronounced before, so I've only ever read it, so I had to ask Google. Anyway, it makes sense because Costa, coast, water coast. I'm going off on a tangent at this point. So as I started drawing the outline, I immediately realized I made this fella too big. I'm not going to be able to fit his whole body in this picture, so it's going to be more of like, I guess a different kind of pose or a zoom in. Just Imagine it's like an artistic decision I made, even though it's not. So anyway, I got the outline drawn, and then I had to do some coloring. This dude's mostly just different shades of blue, so giving the limited amount of blue options I had in my little marker pack here, I just went ahead and went to town on it. And I was going to do some cross-hatching shading on this one. However, I was running a little bit low on time, a little quicker than what I expected. So what I did was I took a gray marker and just kind of shaded it in with that. Again, I still kind of wanted to do some cross-hatching if I could, because I do like the way it looks, but I think it still turned out pretty okay. It almost looks like the cover of like a manga or something, where, you know, they very clearly are just coloring that in with markers. But yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. It ended up actually looking a lot better than what I was expecting it to, given this is, I think, the first time I've ever drawn this guy. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And also, what fossil Pokemon did you choose when you were playing Pokemon Black and White? More often than not, I actually ended up going with Archon, though, because I just thought he looked really cool. And my thought process was, yeah, they're acknowledging that dinosaurs had feathers, which was like news to the general public at the time. Now it's like common knowledge, but you know, I'm getting old, okay? God, I'm turning 30 in 2024. Let's not talk about that. Anyway, this drawing's done. What do you think?
Not bad. I wish I would have been able to draw, you know, his entire body, but, you know, I'll take it. Anyway, our third and final Pokemon. What is it going to be? Charjabug! I love Charjabug, dude! Okay, yeah, it's still a pretty basic one, but not as basic as Litwick, I will admit. Cool, I'm excited. Drawing Charjabug in 10 minutes. Let's do this.
So for our final drawing, we have Charjabug! Dude, I freaking love Charjabug. When Sun and Moon came out, I don't know why, I was just completely head over heels for this Pokemon, and not in like the weird way that a lot of people are with like Gardevoir and stuff like that. I just think he's cute, okay? He's a little bug, he's a little bus. Bus and bug kind of sound similar. There's just one letter separating them. Okay, he's a cool little guy, okay? Just leave me alone. Anyway, he's based off of a grub, I'm pretty sure, which, I mean, makes a lot of sense. I decided to really take my time, try to get these lines the best I can. If you can't tell, I'm not sketching these out beforehand. This is directly Sharpie to paper, which is the most terrifying way to draw. If you know, you know. I also didn't want to go with Charjabug just looking like cute and innocent, I guess, even though he is. He's a sweet little boy. I wanted to make him look a little angry, just to kind of make the drawing a little bit more dynamic, give it a little bit more oomph, if you know what I'm saying. So, you know, he's got his like little angry eyes here, his mouth is open a little bit, and I wanted him to shoot a little bit of electricity, but we'll get to that if we have the time. So yeah, I'm just trying to color him in here, and I do end up trying to do a little bit of the, I end up squeezing in some of the shading I used for the last Pokemon, as well as some of the cross-hatching, because, you know, I'm a sucker for it. I think it looks really good. I think he ended up looking pretty sweet, and I was like, well, let me try to squeeze in a little bit of a background here. I may have ruined it a little bit with the cross-hatching, if I'm being honest with you. I think I made it a little too dark, a little too splotchy. It looks like I'm trying to cover up some stuff, but I'm not. I think, like I said, the drawing looked pretty good. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it looks in the end. After adding the grass in for the background, the electricity coming out of his little spiky doodads on his face, added a little bit more shading, trying to fix my mistakes there, and then I actually added a different shade of color, or I actually added a different shade of green to the grass to try to make it look like, you know, the light from his face is, I don't know, casting it out. But then I ran out of time. I think it ended up looking fine. What do you guys think?
All right, well, that was fun. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out, to be honest with you. Some of the drawings definitely could have ended up being better, but I'll take it. I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Which one was your favorite? Which one was your least favorite? Do you have any requests on what I should do next, Pokemon or not? Yeah, if you haven't checked out my 30-second drawings already, I feel like maybe slightly more impressive because, it's 30 seconds and a lot of the time they end up looking kind of like the Pokemon. Most of them are on my YouTube channel, and they're also on my Instagram. I say most of them, all of them are on my YouTube channel. All of them are on my Instagram. I might eventually just start uploading them to my Instagram, and so my YouTube is like less flooded with so many shorts every single day. But yeah, I got tons of them on there, so be sure to check those out. I'm almost done with the Kanto region on the 30-second drawings. That's 151 Pokemon that would have been drawn in 30 seconds. Like the video, comment, subscribe. I want to say it again, like the video, share it if you think people are going to like this. But yeah, I really just appreciate you guys watching, giving me a little bit of your time of your day, and I can't think of anything else to say. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See you next time.